Jai Gurudev, everyone. Welcome to this new episode of Guru Siyag Yoga, Bliss, Becoming and Being, and today's part 41. And in these episodes, we discuss about Guru Siyag Yoga in English language. So we are hoping that Guru Siyag Yoga reaches every nook and corner of this world, and more people get to know about Guru Siyag Yoga. So that is our prayer and endeavor through these efforts that we are doing. And there is no other agenda or aim other than doing some small part in this grand mission that our Gurudev is on, that is to liberate humanity from all the turmoils and troubles. And the end point of Guru Siyag Yoga is moksha, liberation, nirvana, whatever you call it. So, more about it in a moment. So, meanwhile, first of all, this session is dedicated to our beloved Gurudev and Dada Gurudev. So Guru Siyag and Dada Gurudev is Babaji Gangainath ji on the right side, and I bow down to them and dedicate this session to their lotus feet. Yeah, so Guru Siyag Yoga, precisely what it is. So many of you are already practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, and some of you might be new practitioners, and some of you might be practicing it for quite a while, and maybe a few of you must be watching or maybe trying Guru Siyag Yoga. Um, must have tried Guru Siyag Yoga in recent times only, and perhaps you are a little curious to know about it. So, telling about Guru Siyag Yoga is not very easy. Of course, website contains a lot of information about Guru Siyag Yoga in a very systematic manner. So the link for the website is given below. So which is www.gurusiyagyoga.org. So I would encourage that you must visit the website and read all that is there on the website. There are a lot of material on the website. There are FAQs that practitioners have, and well defined answers are given over there, and then you get to read about Gurudev and the other Gurudev and Gurudev's journey, maybe in brief, his spiritual journey of becoming Guru Siyag from a normal, common householder, how he came about becoming Guru Siyag. So that's a wonderful, wonderful, we would say, uh, journey, and it's inspiring indeed. So those of you who haven't checked that out, please do that. And the science of Guru Siyag Yoga is also explained, and of course, everything has been explained in a very simple manner, because the science of Guru Siyag Yoga is there is no proper word to describe spiritual sciences. So precisely, if I stick to Guru Siyag Yoga, then if I say that Guru Siyag Yoga is a method of total divine transformation or spiritual transformation of human beings, so many people must be understanding it in different ways. We may not all be understanding this kind of language of divine transformation or spiritual transformation, and why should we care about that? So most of us care about having a good life now rather than undergoing any divine or spiritual transformation, and I truly understand it. So I'm no different from you. and I can say that because I stay in this world in a household wherein I also have family, and I also have to go to work and have to do all the duties that I have to do, and of course various other commitments as well. But at the same time, Guru Siyag Yoga has made me a ardent practitioner of Guru Siyag Yoga, and I would say I became a disciple of Guru Siyag, and now I am an ardent practitioner of Guru Siyag Yoga. And I was also not caring about any moksha or nirvana or liberation or anything like that. So it's more to do with how I want to live my life in this lifetime. Rest of it, if whatever happens, so even if I don't think about that, then also Guru Siyag Yoga has changed my life for the better, and for countless practitioners. So the benefits of doing Guru Siyag Yoga ranges from curing all sort of diseases, so physical, mental diseases, and various diseases which many people will not agree that they exist, but yes, esoteric kind of problems people have, and we have real cases who have been facing things which are very hard to explain from the lens of science. But yes, our spiritual sciences are much more complete and holistic, even though we can't understand each and everything fully. But we have no reason to disregard experiences of people that they are having in real time. So a lot of people you will find on the net speaking on the camera, sharing about they curing all these diseases and strange problems that we might not believe that anyone is having a problem like that. And nobody is getting any money to promote Guru Siyag Yoga. Nobody is getting any kind of benefit other than just uh, just getting that satisfaction of doing a bit of duty towards not even duty, it's more to do with maybe expressing gratitude. So those of us who speak on camera, share their experiences, or share their experiences of curing deadly diseases and embarrassing diseases, because there is still a lot of stigma attached to diseases like AIDS, and of course other diseases as well. And people, they they share their experiences on the camera, and believe you me, it's not easy. So the only joy the only joy that pulls us to share our stories is that joy of expressing that gratitude towards our beloved Gurudev, and his immense grace that is overflowing, not even flowing, that is overflowing through the disciples all over the world. So it is His grace only that today we are able to receive Gurudev in our life by simply simply receiving the diksha from him on the internet. Otherwise, in times not far ago, uh, it it would have been considered impossible. And today also, uh, even though spirituality has become a trend, and we have a lot of gurus who are known worldwide and appreciated at the same time. So, but then also, Guru Siyag Yoga is different because Guru Siyag is different. And to know the difference, practically speaking, you can't compare by making, by, enlisting some pros and cons, or some drawing some spreadsheet of qualities or benefits and all that. So it's like Guru Siyag is an enlightened master, and I prefer saying that he is an enlightened guru, who an enlightened guru, and our guru is Avatar, so he is God himself. So the issue comes when our logical mind is trying to understand such claims from a person like me or from other disciples, because we 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 are not able to understand that how can we say that Guru Siyag is Avatar, or Guru Siyag is God, or this and that. So I would say even that is not important. So even if I do not share that okay, Guru Siyag is an avatar, or is an enlightened master, or is God Himself, and all that, then also it won't make much difference, because the moment you start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga by receiving Sanjeevani Mantra, the Diksha Mantra from Gurudev, without going anywhere, without paying any fee to anybody, you receive the Mantra Diksha from Gurudev, and you practice Guru Siyag Yoga. So that involves meditation twice a day and chanting of the mantra. So the moment you start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, you will experience things that will make you believe for your own self in the power of Guru Siyag Yoga. So the science behind Guru Siyag Yoga involves that when you receive the Diksha mantra from our Guru, your Kundalini energy gets activated instantly. So again, even though there is so much written about Kundalini in books and all over the internet, and in fact now it seems like that anybody can anybody can raise your kundalini or activate your kundalini, and it's kind of propagated as if it's it's a done thing, that you must get it done because it will give you powers and all that, and as if it is like a play. So but things doesn't go like that at all. So Kundalini energy is the mother energy of the universe, and again, to understand this sentence logically, it's not comprehensible as such, but the truth is that Kundalini energy is the mother of the universe, and it's there in each one of you, and it stays dormant. So, activating Kundalini energy itself is one thing which our Guru does, but then managing Kundalini energy or making Kundalini energy work in a way that benefits you, because the full force of Kundalini energy simply can shred your body to pieces, and there's nothing to be scared about, and this is not to scare you, but yes, if you will read about Kundalini energy, and from other gurus, or from the text, or from the internet, you would get that information, that it is not something that you have to play with, or it is not something that goes randomly and all that. So it is something that only should be and must be handled by an enlightened master. So it should be activated by a fully enlightened guru only, which in our case, Kundalini energy activation can trigger to things which you will not like. But when it is done by a realized master, Kundalini energy heals your body, it cures diseases, it heals you from all mental, emotional and physical issues and problems. So that's one aspect of Guru Siyag Yoga. And to explain it in terms which is, I would say, worldly terms, or maybe something that would make sense to common people. So and of course, I'm one of the common people only. So what I'm trying to say is that in day-to-day life, Guru Siyag Yoga in totality helps you live your life in a better way. And if perhaps I give an example, so I could say that suppose you are facing some issue, and of course, all of us have issues, problems, and everything. So the first thing is that whatever problem we have, generally we have some thoughts or perspective about that problem. And to say it honestly, most of the times our perspective is not fully correct or complete. So, but somehow we think that it's complete or correct, and even if we do not know it's complete or correct, somewhere we start feeling helpless and very confused and feel that there is no solution to our problem, because we are simply believing that. And so what happens is, when you are in such kind of situation, and such kind of situations keep happening, and we are all facing multiple scenarios and situations and problems in our lives. And of course, even though a lot of us are having a good life, but then also the nature of life is such that you are bound to grapple with various issues, so relationship issues, or uh, wellness issues, or ill health issues per se, or other things, financial issues, or maybe dissatisfaction with life, or lot of things, myriad issues, isn't it? S- Disappointments, discouragements, depression, and all that. So many things, and we may be worried for somebody, some near or dear one. We Maybe some of you might be thinking that I don't have any problem, I'm okay, but I'm mm, worried about somebody, maybe a family member, or deeply worried about a friend or something. So whatever it is, so if I give you an example, that whenever you are having any problem, you find in yourself grappling with issues and problem, and you become a practitioner, a honest and sincere practitioner, of course, because because some people think that once you take diksha from Gurudev and start chanting the mantra, then they start with that expectation that now some magic should happen, and all their issues or problems should get resolved magically, and that too at lightning speed, and their life must change radically. So they begin Guru Siyag Yoga with lot of expectations. And there is I'm not saying it's wrong to depend or expect from your guru, but at the same time it is imperative to to be ready for a lot of work and course correction and refinement, that your guru will guru will, I'm not saying ask you, but guru will make you do it. Because once you start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, there is no voodoo magic that can liberate you, or that can liberate you from these troubles and problems and bondages and all that. So you get transformed, and that transformation is all about you refining yourself in totality. In totality. So whether physically, mentally, emotionally, every which way. So when you are a sincere and honest and ardent practitioner of Guru Siyag Yoga, every aspect of your being starts getting purified, and it's getting prepared, more and more prepared, and better and better and better. A lot of purification needs to happen inside us. So while I'm speaking all this, I'm truly aware that this sharing about Guru Siyag Yoga in this way is may not be giving you the complete picture about it, but at the same time, all I can do is I can try my best, and that is what I'm doing. So, Guru Siyag Yoga practitioners are the ones, the true practitioners. So they depend on their guru. They do they practice sincerely. That means that doing Guru Siyag Yoga is their number one priority. So for me as a mother, my children are my number one priority, and I can say that doing what my guru says is now above even that priority. And of course, that doesn't mean that I'm doing any lesser for my family or at any other front. In fact, I'm doing much better. I'm doing much more than I expected myself to do, because as I said, that when you are a true practitioner of Gurudev, Guru Siyag Yoga, so Gurudev makes you refine yourself, and you become much more efficient and better as a human being. And of course, the ripple effects shows in how you talk, how you walk, and how you walk your talk. So that was a little bit of rhyming, but all I'm trying to say is that you do a lot of work, and your guru makes you do it in a way that you are able to do it. And this whole journey can become very easy if we become more connected to Gurudev. I don't know how to say it in any other way. So maybe that connection begins with having faith. Maybe initially you might feel that, okay, I have no option, right? So I'm the one who is in trouble, and I have tried so many things, nothing has worked. So now let me try Guru Siyag Yoga, and what option do I have? Okay, so either I do it or not, and if I do it, then what options do I have? So maybe I do it with a lot of skepticism, and maybe I try and see from a distance, or try a little bit and see what changes and what not, and all those things. So but the whole point is that when we decide to do it, that we are all in, we are all in. So mentally, physically, emotionally, totally all in. And we say to Gurudev that, okay, so even if you say that, okay, I don't know much about you, I don't know much about uh, the practice that you are sharing, I don't know much about the path that you are showing and you would be leading me to. But then also, I pledge my sincerity, my honesty to you, and I pledge my faith, and I pray to receive the guidance, the wisdom to walk on this path, because if you can see logically, the whole thing is that we don't walk on the right path. So we think we are doing everything right. And that is so much debatable, right? Because for every small thing, uh, you may be saying that you are very right, and nobody may be agreeing with you, but that doesn't mean that you are not right. Uh, but at the same time, it's highly likely that you, in your hearts, know that you are going wrong almost all the time, or maybe a lot of times, and or maybe you are not sure at all. You are just trying to do what you know best, or maybe uh, what you do is so much to do according to your surroundings, environment, and culture around. And maybe you're justifying that you are doing all these things because naturally you can't be doing things that put you in trouble. So you don't want to do certain things, even if you consider them right, but you think that they will put you in trouble, and that is why you're not doing them, because because that is not considered wise and all that. So all I'm trying to say is that we try to cope up and adapt to our circumstances and everything, and we do a lot of actions, and but but we all know that we are not sure about where we are going, and are we really on the right path. So we are not sure about that, although we can't survive if we just keep on thinking and pondering on things like that, like philosophers, because we have families to take care of, and duties and chores to do, and all that. So Guru Siyag Yoga gives you that path, because surrendering to the Guru with faith is is the first step towards walking on the right path. So describing about this path is very interesting, because there is not one right path. So there is not one right path for everyone. There is there is unique there are unique right paths for each one of us, and it's only can be fully understood. It can only be fully understood by the person who is walking on the path, and who is totally and fully surrendered to Gurudev. So what happens is, when you start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga with sincerity, honesty, and full faith and surrender. So that means you depend on Gurudev. That means you tell him, you say to him uh, that even if you're not knowing much about anything, but you are depending, and now it's up to you, Gurudev, that you want to refine me, elevate me, or throw me in the ditch, or whatever. So I'm here now, I'm all yours. So what happens is that we start getting guidance. We start getting guidance from inside mostly, and of course from outside as well, because uh, because you know there is nothing. I'm repeating myself again and again, that there is nothing like that, any voodoo magic that is happening here. So we are confused most of the times, or many a times we are doing wrong actions, or thinking wrongly, or whatever. Or so what happens is, when we are honest and sincere practitioners of Guru Siyag Yoga, we become we become wiser, because we start to notice our own flaws, We start to understand ourselves more fully. We start to understand situations and others in a much better way. So, our whole understanding of ourselves and how we live and where we are at right now and all that. So, all this knowledge becomes much more refined, expanded, elevated, and all sort of emotions that keep us hooked to that narrow my lanes of darkness or pain and all that. So those narrow by lanes start getting broader, and we are able to free ourselves from that loop of endless loop of painful thinking, and we are able to think differently, do things differently, and hope differently. Because many a times we are so confused that we do not even hope to come out of our issues and problems. And you will experience different things on this path, because the gaps in my understanding or knowledge may not be the same that you have. So you have experiences, you have wisdoms and learnings that will fill your gaps. I will get wisdom and learnings that will fill my gaps. So the whole key here is to be truly receptive, open, accepting to Guru's wisdom, to Guru's grace that is always there supporting you, because it is your gaps, your issues and problems, and your past karmas or whatever that is creating all these things in your life. So, slowly and slowly, all of your life will start getting oriented differently. So, problems will keep coming because there is so there is no one on this earth who can live on the planet without having any problems. So problems are a default setting of living. So even if you are not creating any problem, but somebody else will create some problem, and we are all one, and we are all connected. And again, it's not easy to understand these concepts, but that's the truth. So without Guru's grace and guidance, walking on the path that is right for you is impossible, I can say. Is impossible. Because if I give you a very small example, it's so hard for us to crack all the academic problems that we had to crack in our school life or college life or whatever. So life is a mega subject, don't you think? So how can you be so sure that you would be able to crack all the problems correctly? You may feel that you are cracking certain things correctly, but you don't do not know who are you messing up with, whom are you trampling, what interests are you favoring of yours, what interest are you compromising of others, and there is no others. So you do not know that how your actions are entangling you in more karmas that will create more manifestations in your life. So our mind can only deal or calculate in very tangible uh, equation or stuff, and this path that we have to walk on is not made of stuff that can be counted or that can be touched and things like that. So this path is so much about who you are in your essence, and that means your soul qualities. So they need to be expressed. So in our day-to-day life, when we are doing whatever we think that we are figuring out right and all that, so we are messing up a lot in reality. And the whole business of we expressing our soul qualities. So that is the life purpose that all of us have. So that doesn't uh, get meet on a day-to-day basis. But when Guru's grace is there with you, you live in such a way that you refine yourself in such a way that more and more your soul qualities will start getting expressed, and these are not quantifiable things. So that is why we are not able to stay on the path by using just our own mind, because we can count money, we can perhaps quantify or deal with the calculation related to benefit or loss, pain and pleasure, and all that. But the whole idea of getting liberated from all the issues and all the vicious circle of disappointments and highs and lows and all that is getting hold of your true divine self, and that is what this path will take you to. So I don't know what all I spoke today, and whatever I spoke is Gurudev's inspiration, and I surrender to Gurudev in this session again for giving all this that came out through me. And now, since we are reaching towards the end of the session, so I would be soon playing Diksha Mantra video by Gurudev. And before that, I'll tell you the method of meditation briefly. And right now, I'm showing you WhatsApp numbers of couple of people that you can reach out to share your experiences. So you can WhatsApp us. Of course, attending calls become very difficult, and at the same time, we would love to connect with you. So whatever experience or any concern or any clarification you want. So one thing is you can check out the website for sure for any questions and all that, because there are a lot of questions that are already answered on the website. And in our previous shows of episodes of Bliss Becoming and Being, we have answered many common questions as well. So you may check out those episodes also. And otherwise also, it's very beneficial to watch, listen, and talk about Gurudev, because all that helps you to connect with Gurudev more. So if somebody from you are if you're watching a lot of sessions about Gurudev, so I can say from my experience that that is very beneficial. That is beneficial indeed. And those of you who understand Hindi, so please watch Gurudev's speeches that are freely available on the internet. So Guru Siyag has given countless speeches in his Diksha program, and most of the speeches appear as if he's saying the same thing. But believe you me, listening to his speeches gives a different experience every time, and you get something or the other, some wisdom or something that reaches you just by listening to Guru's voice. So listening to Guru's voice in itself helps you in that transformation that you are going through by practicing Guru Siyag Yoga. So now coming back to meditation and Diksha mantra. So I will play Gurudev's video in 1 or 2 minutes. And Guru Siyag Yoga involves two things. So one is chanting of the mantra. So mantra is the Diksha mantra that you will get from Gurudev in the video. So you have to chant that mantra round the clock. And by round the clock, it simply means as much as you can. And make sure that you are pronouncing the mantra correctly. So listen carefully the pronunciation from Gurudev himself and internalize that mantra. And the second part is meditation. So meditation has to be done twice a day and for not more than 15 minutes at a go. So during very cold climate places, you can meditate up to half an hour, but not more than that is needed at all. And it's not advised also because this meditation is a very potent meditation and it's a so do as Gurudev has asked us to do. So we do not have to do anything extra or anything less. Just understand exactly what needs to be done and do it. And Gurudev has emphasized in all his speeches that chanting of the mantra is of pivotal experience. So that's the main thing, in fact, chanting of the mantra. So that is what you have to focus on much more than anything else, much more than meditation itself. So meditation twice a day and chanting of the mantra round the clock without moving your lips and tongue. So it is silent chanting. You have to do that. And now I'll play the Diksha mantra. So the process of meditation is very simple. What you have to do is watch any picture of Gurudev. So like this one, and you can even, of course, watch Dada Gurudev's picture also. So look at the picture intently and connect with the picture of Gurudev for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then close your eyes. And of course, you have to sit at a place which gives you some room of movement because Kundalini movements can happen and you don't have to get scared or concerned, anything like that. Nothing. So, whatever movement will happen will stop as your meditation stops. So, just look at the picture of Gurudev and then uh, while sitting, and those of you who can't sit, please lie down and then do it. So look at the picture of Gurudev and then start visualizing him here at your third eye. So this is the seat of wisdom. So just imagine Gurudev here, close your eyes and pray to Gurudev to help you to meditate for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever is the time that you are asking for. So pray to Gurudev to help you meditate for that amount of time and start chanting the mantra. So this is the process of meditation. And after suppose you have asked for 15 minutes, so your eyes will open exactly after 15 minutes. So you do not have to worry about bothering about checking the time again and again. So just pray to Gurudev for the time duration that you want to meditate, and you will meditate for only that duration. And as I have already said, that let any yogic movements, any mudra, any pranayam happen on its own accord because in Guru Siyag Yoga, all these things happen automatically. You do not have to do anything. However, I try and to capture about Guru Siyag Yoga, but somehow I'm not able to put it fully. So please pardon my ability and capacity, which might be falling short, but my guru is not falling short. Yeah. So here is the Diksha mantra, and as soon as the Diksha mantra will be over, this video will be over, we will meditate for 15 minutes. You can also close your eyes and join us here. And those of you who have had your dinner or any meal, so we don't have to immediately practice meditation after taking meals. Keep a gap of at least 3 hours or more if needed. So those of you who have just had food, they can sit silently and start chanting the mantra for the next 15 minutes. So here I play the video.
Yoga mean Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddhi Yoga? Siddhi Yoga heals, cures, or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity, or tingling. According to Siddhi Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. Regular practice of Siddhi Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc., and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling.
Jai Gurudev, please come out from your meditation. So, once again, thank you all for watching this episode. Please share it freely with other practitioners that you know, and they might get benefited by hearing about Gurudev. So, Jai Gurudev once again, and this session is dedicated to the lotus feet of our Gurudev and Dada Gurudev. And bye till next week.